Hello, everybody. Sheena here. So here is my way of using LinkedIn. So I thought I'd share with you. I've got about 25,000 connections or followers and 28,000 connections or followers. I don't really know. So it has worked for me, and I thought I'd share with you how to do events on here. So the first thing to do is to really take a good look at your profile. So whenever you go to the home page, which is what I'm on now, oops, a daisy. That was me if I was going to do a post, which I'm not. So I'm going to click on this, and so you can see my homepage. Um, make sure that it's something relevant. It really depends on you. Please do not just write what I've written. Write what comes from your heart and from you. There is no right. Remember, you cannot say the wrong thing to the right person, and you cannot say the right thing to the wrong person. So do not be worried about what you put in. Just see that people love you, and my goodness, look at how many connections I've got, etc., etc. So you can see I've got 25,000 followers, and you can see 5,000, whatever it is, connections, 28,000 connections. So each one of those I could literally message if I wanted to. So a great place to do business on, and it is very much more of a business place. So you can literally by clicking on this pencil here, you can update anything that you want to do, your basic settings, what you want your headline to be. You can actually join the Freedom Era as a company on LinkedIn as well, and it will show you everything in there that you want. You can even have a custom button if you want to. So just make sure all the information on here is imagine you were somebody else coming in and having a look at you. So here's my about section. I have written a little bit about me at the beginning, what I can do, and then I have literally mentioned about the freedom area here. I haven't mentioned Enagic rather than being product based. I'm going to be community led, and that's what I'm going to do. So that's what I have written. So you can write 2,600 words there. Your top skills, that comes whenever you start to write things. You can see these are my featured posts on here. I post every single day. And and the great thing to do would be to follow other people's posts and share them and write your own comments, because you might start to get seen there because people think of somebody else's post. Well, Sheena posted that. They forget the other person who's posted it. So here, experience, put it all in. Like I say, you can actually join the Freedom Era and put it in like that as well. I have been very basic as to what I've written here. I may write that out. It doesn't really say a lot, but sometimes words are just blah, 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 and nobody's really reading them. So what can you say that will maybe entertain people? So yeah, high performance, you know what I mean? So you can write all the things down, and it goes on down, 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 and you can edit all of that. So your education as well. So make sure you've got these all filled in, and any certifications, etc., etc. So team leadership, write down some of the skills, and then people can start to, recommend you, etc. Ask your best people just to recommend you, and that'll get it started as well. Great to get recommendations as well. You can actually send those out. That's really about it. So just have as much in there as possible. One of the good things you can do as well is literally verify yourself so that people know that you're a real person. If you're just starting from the beginning, from scratch, it's good for people to know that you're a real person. So if I'm doing an event, what I will do is if I go to my homepage, I can see down here, recent, there's the groups that I'm involved in. You can join lots of different groups as well. And events are down here. So these are some of the events that I have done as well. And but if I wanted to create a new one, I literally create on this. So I put my little cover image there. It's most likely to be online event format. It is external event link. And yeah. Right, do you want to do it now? Because I'm recording this for other people, so I can't have noise in the
All
background.
right, well, just wondering how long are you going to be?
About 10 minutes. I've paused it. Do you want to just Hoover? Go Hoover.
You sure?
Yes, I've paused it now, so. See in that corner, your mum was pointing out she didn't like. Your mum was pointing out that corner, she didn't like it. And the balcony as well, she said.
Yeah.
Super duper. So yeah, you've got to fit the event format is a external event link if you're going to share somebody else's, and it'll probably be yours as well. I wouldn't recommend doing a LinkedIn Live. I did that and the whole thing just got cancelled. I don't understand what happened. So I am not a fan of that. Event name, whatever it is you want to call it, make sure you get the times right, write some description, write something that will inspire people and speakers. If you're going to um, share somebody else's, then I just literally do my own name in here, but you might want to do somebody else's. So, oops, Daisy, when you do that, I should have actually created one. Let me give you one that's that this is the one that I did before to show you what it looks like. So obviously the event has ended and that I put the event link in and you can see all the attendees that said yes. Now, a lot of the time what they do is if you do this from your personal page, then it will, people think they're saying yes to connecting with you. And so some people don't even remember. So it's really key as soon as they have connected and said yes, that you message them and say that you connected to my event and let them know basically, thank you so much for registering, because they probably don't even realize that they did. So this is what happens. I mean, I've had it before where I've had like 800 people and probably only 200 were actually interested. There is another way that if you do it on your, there's like, you can have like a business page. And if you do it from there, then what it does, it asks you, it asks them for their email and confirm. And so you end up with an email as well. So, which is really, really good. And, maybe we'd only end up with 20 interested people, but 20 interested people is better than sifting through 95 people who aren't really interested. But also in saying that, it just raised the attention of me to them. So they may not have been interested, but then they're going, what is this Sheena one doing? Because she's messaged me 3 times, and then they'll check me out because you can actually tell whether somebody's checking you out or not. So as you can see, this is what there's a post, I sent it out as a post again, and this is what I put in on it. You can check this all out from me on my page and everything. And I'm constantly keeping in contact with them. So the details, as we did before, this is what I said about it. And this is really it. Comments, networking analysis. So I can either click on here, I can click on here, manage attendees, I can share, it's sending a message, post to feed, manage attendees. So when I click on manage attendees, I'm going to have to set up a real event for you. So I'm going to just close it down and I will set up a real event. And so you can actually see how to invite people. So just let me close that down. But now you can really see all the people so that now didn't maybe know about me before. They're all first. Some of them are first, second, because I have Wolfgang, my partner, invite other people for me. So sometimes I get second people as well. And so I got all these people to message. Look, all these people that I was able to message who maybe didn't know so much about me before, but are now sort of, what's she up to? So let me just create an event and I will show you how to add people into that event. So I just created the event and it shows up as a post on my feed. So if I can click on view event, so obviously I would have a picture in here and I would have had all the information. So here's a completely like blank event. I would have had lots of different things on there. Just one attendee, you can see that. So I can do manage and I can do share. So I can literally repost to my feed. I can send it in a message. I can copy the link. I can send it anywhere. I can send it to Twitter and Facebook. But what I like to do is click on invite. Now, this depends on how many people that you've actually got to have. So as you can see, all these have got a little, so if I click on there, she goes across to here. But that's a bit long-winded. If I choose something from here, so say I choose everybody I know from Pfizer, did you see like there's an extra box showed there? So you might think, oh, well, I'll just have everybody, but it only selects 50 at a time. So what you can do is you can scroll down. And you can just keep scrolling down to the end. I'm not going to do that now, but you just keep scrolling down to the end. And when you click on that, then you see it selects everybody. So that's so much easier. You can do 1,000 people at a time this way. If you say invite and it says, oh, sorry, could not, don't worry, just click it again. As long as it's less than 1,000, then you will be able to invite all those people at one time. So I'm clearly not going to click on that now because they're going to be invited to a test event and I don't want that to show up on their thing. So, but when I unclick it, then it'll take everybody off there. I can, filter by school, industry, that's as much as you can actually filter by. So what I like to do sometimes is industry and do, maybe professional training and coaching and show results. But obviously there's only one person in Pfizer doing that. But I could take that off, take Pfizer off, and I'd have to resort it all again. So that's how you can invite 1,000 people at a time. So you can do that a week. So if you're having an event, it's good to start it maybe 3 weeks out to get more people because then you can invite 1,000 each week. So that would be 3,000 people you could invite. You could have somebody that you know who has more connections than you to do invites as well. So they can do 3,000 as well, exactly the same way. It's just that simple. And they would all then be invited and, then you can message them and basically, I think that's it. So yeah, I think that's it. If that will get you started as well. So basically, it's really making sure your profile looks good and setting up the event. And if there's anything else you need to know, then just reach out to me. So yeah, sheenacantar, message me, join me on LinkedIn, connect with me, let me know. And yeah. If there's anything else you need to know. If you want to start to add connections, actually, possibly that would be a good one. Can I just go and delete this first of all? So say I'm here and I just think, oh my God, I've made a mess. I can go to my profile and I can literally see all my posts that I've done. So here's the posts that I've done. So I can click on this and delete it. Oh, except I can't do that. I can do it on my phone. For some reason, I can't do it on here. So I will do that on my phone after. I'm sure people will know what is she up to. If you want to connect with people, there's your network there. And you can search. There's somebody who wants to connect. I know him. He's actually doing some work with me. I didn't realize he was not connected. So there you go. You can have people here, but you can also search for here. So say I'm looking for coaches or coach. Life coach, let's be life coach. I can click on there. You can do about 150 connections a week if you might get away with 200, but if you keep doing that, they will stop you from adding more people. And so if I choose people here, and you can see that now I can connect with some people. I could have a look and see, well, here are my first connections. And I've got 4,000 first connections. But if I want to see, well, who are my second connections, which means somebody I know is connected with them. And I can then start to connect with these people. If I click on connect, and I can add a note or send without a note. To be honest, it doesn't really seem to make that much difference. People don't necessarily read the notes. I haven't found it made any difference whatsoever. So, yeah, that's it. If you want to know any more, then just let me know. And yeah, speak soon. Cheerio.